To record it.
Right. The film was a joke thing.
We both in the lens.
Was it like a
Move that ass up.
sexual joke?
First scene was some fucking.
Are we? Why's he got a hat like that? He's come on. Are we both in the frame?
A little bit fucked, mate. Right. I lost fiver on gay. I lost fiver on bet. It's freezing. I had to make a new betting account because my other one I've reached the max capacity of like deposit, and I've lost all of it. Then I can't like take the limit off. Really.
What was I gonna say?
Ignore the women. The work done.
I don't think it's ignore the women. I think it's like we're not like in that category of like gays that go back and forth with women.
Nah.
That debate like men roles, women roles, all that gay shit. Do you know what I mean?
It just happened.
Yeah, like we just do that on a standard. Like we could never go on something like
No violence.
Nah. Something on like one of those like podcasts where like girls and boys are on it and they're going back and forth. Like fuck that.
You don't do back and forth with women or children.
Yeah, I think like it is what it is. You do what you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but because everybody's gay and everybody's fucking it always resorts back to women. Like men don't speak about any other thing, especially all the broke boys.
Them little them little boys on on podcasts,
Right.
like laughing and joking.
Yeah,
have
they
no
just
knowledge.
they speak about women. So because of that reason, you ignore them all. You ignore all the women and get the work done, and they'll come anyway. Fucking these people online that are talking about or trying to give dating advice. First of all, they can't give you or the dating advice that they'd give you wouldn't work because the dating advice that's working for them is just because they're of a certain level and have a certain amount of money. You're broke, so the hose that they would get is not the same that what you would get.
Meaning their advice is useless.
Yeah.
Because that's a man of status and this isn't.
Yeah. So there's no point of like giving people pickup lines and shit to use. Like it's all irrelevant. I think anyway, yeah, by ignoring hoes is an aura that girls are attracted to.
Yeah, for instance, in that film I just watched, he was playing and fucking with her head because he kept leaving. He would like, for example, he had her in the room and he made her sit on the corner of the table and he was like, basically, repeat after me. And he's like, oh, I'm going to do whatever you tell me to do. And she repeated it and then he was like, good girl, and just walked out.
It's fine. You do that.
Yeah.
That's what hoes seem to like.
Yeah. Hoes
like, babe, like it's that fuck now that like rape is sexy to hoes.
Yeah.
Rape is actually sexy to hoes. Do you know how crazy that is?
Yeah, it's fucked.
So, yeah, fuck it all.
And also, the woman in the film has a husband and like...
She's having an affair.
Yeah. To be honest, when I was watching the film, I was kind of thinking like, when you have a girl that's in love with you, the way they act is crazy. They'll do
yeah.
They go to this like, well, he is at like a rave thing, and he's like, I want to see you tonight. Firstly, he rings her, and then she's in an important meeting. She's like, I have to take this.
Right.
And then basically, he's like, I want to see you tonight. And then the next scene is her in a taxi going to it. She's just like some middle-aged woman. She has no interest in raving or anything. And she gets there and like, he's like jumping around and like with her, like having a good time. She's joining in. You can tell that's not her thing. Full-grown woman with kids. But because she likes him, she's doing that. Right. And going to his venues. But her own husband, she wouldn't even touch. She didn't even want him in the bed.
Yeah. A girl that is in love with you is calm. That is a good thing. But it's so good that it's bad, but it's good.
Yeah, another thing I noticed with the film, which is good in real life, is having a girl on lock is a big G.
Is a G?
Yeah. Like you're a G if you could just completely have somebody on lock. Especially a fucking high echelon bitch.
Yeah. You be high echelon.
If you've got any guy on lock, you're a bit of a G. But if you've got a high echelon bitch, then you're a super G.
Right, yeah. It's true. But you only get high echelon bitches by doing the work. That's what we need to resort back to. Doing the work is what gets you high echelon hoes. Doing the work gets you any hoes, but doing a lot of work and being tangible with things you do and diverse gets you high echelon hoes. So just lock in on the work first.
become a man of status. We're talking about the highest sort of caliber of man, and then you focus on the bitches.
People are gonna be like, oh yeah, like fucking, oh yeah, just another bunch of people just talking about getting rich or getting money. But let's just say we live in a world, yeah, like let's just say not everybody wants to be rich. Let's just say that let's say that everybody doesn't want to be rich, which is a lie, because if you had the option to be rich, you'd be rich. But let's say everybody doesn't. Surely you would still want to live comfortable anyway. And living comfortable nowadays, realistically, put a figure on it? In pounds. Living comfortable.
100,000 a year? Is that comfortable?
Like from a man with a partner, and let's just say in this gay society,
1 kid.
I'm in a good mood. Two kids.
Yeah, 100k. I'd say they could live comfortably. They're not struggling.
So he can pay for his house, he can pay for his kids, he can pay for his
still
car.
Still broke.
Yeah.
But it's not struggling.
Right, I understand. I would say that to be comfortable, you still have to, like, it's still hard to make, 100k a year, though, even though that is poor.
Yeah.
Nowadays. Because the problem is why that's poor is that, like, back, like, let's say, even 7 years ago, people was doing actual work. That you had to go to McDonald's and say, hello, can I take your order? Or you had to go and work construction, or you had to go do these things. Now you can sit at home and make a ton of money off crypto without doing any actual work. Because before, like, doing work, you had to create something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to create some food to sell, or create a business, or create a house. Like, you can just sit on crypto now, which is gambling, and make millions of pounds. Back in the day, someone would be like, oh yeah, I'll give you 10k. Put a hit on someone for 10k.
Right.
No one's doing that for 10k anymore.
Nah.
Like, so I think now's like it's the easiest but the hardest time to make money.
Yeah. Because of all like the scams and all of the things that are saturated, and there's other people giving bad advice.
Yeah.
And then there's other things that you try and it doesn't work, but someone else tries it and it works flawlessly.
It's hard to turn the tap on to make money, but once the tap is flowing, it's fucking easy to make some money. And also now everybody's selling some shit that's fucking, that they've just done a load of shit like randomly, and it happened to work, and now they're trying to sell shit to you that's not going to work for you.
Like a course.
Yeah. So, because no one's genuine, like they're not going to make you money unless you're giving them money. So it's just always like,
it's not like they're gonna go out their way and make you rich. They're just trying to get their product sold, and that product being a course of some dumb shit.
100%. But I do think nowadays and age the easiest way to make money is to sell knowledge, though. That is true. To sell, but like actual knowledge, like to sell something.
Information, actual working. Yeah.
And actually sell something that's going to help someone. Like, for example, like, let's just use something on a basic level, like a PT, selling their knowledge of actually helping you get a six-pack, for example. I think that is the easiest way to make money now. And everything's just online now. Everything's online, everything's digital. The world is like at the point where like you can do the minimal of the minimal work, and make a lot more money from it.
Yeah.
Like the amount of millionaires that there is now. But
and there's a lot of hard workers that don't really get paid that much.
Yeah. And what I'm saying about millionaires, that I wouldn't say there's like excessive amounts, because everybody makes out that they've got more money than they have. So like, if someone says they have 10, they have 1.
Right.
Don't be fooled.
It's a multiply game, just like how a body count works.
Yeah, it's true. So then online, that you're seeing everybody online, but like someone very smart once said, the 1%'s always going to be the 1%.
Right.
So there's no like denying that, and we're in a generation now where we don't know who's who because of online and social media. But again, that doesn't take away from the 1% is the 1%.
Like the streamers and I get them fucking £40 million deals, but it's like not actually guaranteed. It's to make other people try and do dumb shit on the camera.
Yeah, that's actually, that is the thing. The best way to make money is something that is simplistic. Something that is efficient. For example, being able to speak on a camera or go on a podcast and talk, or do something where you can gain attention, be entertaining, be dramatic, be abrasive, where you can affect people's emotions to where they would give or spend time watching you or give you money in some sort of way. It's more effective than, let's say, I don't know, Louis Vuitton spending 100,000, 200,000, 500,000 on a campaign, setting it up, paying staff, paying actors, paying models, paying this, paying the set, paying a location, whatever, and then trying to make money back. Do you know what I mean? I think that is the way that you need to look at it. So it's as simplistic as you possibly can, but that doesn't mean shit. But just simplistic efficiency, which is going to make you money. That is what you need to get into.
And because we live in an attention economy as well, people are always going to be swiping on TikTok and on Instagram Reels and on YouTube Shorts, always, because that's now the thing. Everyone's mind is corrupted, and short form content is now the way, the vibe.
I have a question for you. What do you think that,
One
like...
second before I forget.
Go on.
So the ability to attract and gain attention is always going to turn into money. So yeah, speaking on a camera and gaining attention, most people, the famous ones, they're the ones that are acting like clowns, making a fool of themselves on camera. I mean, I guess it works, but in the long run, do you really want that to be your image, or do you want to be actually respected as a person? But anyway, that's the best way to make money: soliciting attention and turning it into money.
Correct.
Yeah, you had a question for Enigma.
Oh yeah, the question is, do you think, like, now, as far as attention that you was on about, do you think as far as attention, where do you think the world's going to go as far as, like, how short attention spans are in that now? Like, where do you see it going? Do you think
at the moment, mine is quite short because of just the corruption. I'd say if I want something, okay, how to turn on a fog light in a car, I want it to be literally told and taught to me in about 7 seconds. I'm not going to watch a 4 or 5 minute long YouTube video of how to do it. So even me, someone with patience, well, semi-patience,
right?
I'm not taking that long because there's not enough time in the day.
Right.
So where's the world going to go from here? I would say, to answer that question, I would say that people are going to be more lazy, and they're going to be more mentally fried than ever before. I don't really know how you can get less than, 2 or 1 second.
It's true.
But it's going to reach its absolute pinnacle. And then from there, I don't know where it's going to go, because I can't really get less than that.
You are absolutely correct. Everybody's been in a situation where you want to learn something or need to find out something. You go to YouTube, you type it in, and you go for the short. You look at the times, you go for the shortest video. You click on it. It has 2 or 3 seconds to load the video itself, and if that takes too long, you fuck that up.
And an advert will come up, and that's adding some time.
Yeah, and then you get onto the video.
There's an intro.
That's talking about, hello, hi, my name is. I'm gonna show you. Shut your mouth and show me what I'm doing. Yeah, so I agree with that, but yeah, it's a sticky one. So this is like the most popular though ever, that like speaking physically, just like chatting. Like, do you think it's gonna go back to, like, do you think people are gonna go back to watching long form content?
You never know, because for example, if there was a World War III and then nuclear bombs were dropped and everyone's getting wiped out, you'd have to go back to sticks and stones.
Yes.
You can't, if everything's destroyed, you have to just start again day one. So perhaps, I just think it's a case of restoring traditionalism.
Right.
And if you, like you said, speaking's traditional, and it's only recently that iPad babies and stuff have been the new childhood, and they don't know how to speak from their social skills. They're nervous in person. They don't know how to speak to anyone or have a genuine conversation. Like, I can have a conversation with someone that I've just met there and then for like an hour. A lot of people can't do that, and you'd be surprised.
That's true. It's true. And I think to revert back as well to what you just said, that's a good point, that when you said traditionalism, I think as well that year by year, generation by generation, the shorter the attention span, that's why it's everywhere so, like, for the use of a better word, like godless. Because no one can go and sit and read a Bible. Because there's no like flashing lights, there's no big booty ass bitches in your face. You have to read. You have to read, you have to get confused, you have to read some more, you have to ask for help, you have to break down the parables, you have to not understand, then you have to read it again. Like, no 16-year-old is doing that.
Yeah.
So I think, and just because of that reason, like, as generation and generation and generation goes on, it's just going to be more and more and more and more and more godless. So that just means that the world's going more to more and more and more and more shit, because
there's no morals and boundaries. There's certain things that people won't do because their morals or their God won't allow it. But if you have no morals and you'd stab anyone in the back, then yeah, you're a twat. You're a certain type of cut.
Yeah, facts. So yeah, I think that's kind of like the way the world's headed, and you don't want to get caught up in that. You don't want to be caught up in that at all.
It kind of creates like low IQ as well.
Yeah, because you see them videos like that, everybody's seen them like online, where the random person goes up to someone on the streets like and asks some load of random questions like spell knowledge or spell something like that, and they can't fucking spell it. Or they can't do a simple like year 3, year 5 to year 5 like math equation.
Yeah.
So you're absolutely right in that thing as well. But alright, I think that's enough. I'll wrap that up. Got there in with a bit of flow.
FifeTalk.
Yeah. That's that.